Viper, right? It's gotta be Puck or Viper.
Viper against Queen, or you just put Puck and you have one core.
I dislike the Puck just because all your eggs are in the Nake's basket.
But they banned for that, didn't they? They kind of, well, not entirely. They banned for it, but Alliance does have very good heroes versus.
Their lineup has very good synergy with Puck. Like Puck puts everything together despite the lifesteal being the only core in their lineup. It feels very natural and creates space. And their team fight is super strong with that.
Puck has to have a great game in that case.
Spot to Puck.
That is true.
And Rubik Dazzle can't really roam and kill Puck that easily.
Yeah, pretty hard for the lockdown. They do have the Furion who can TP in if he does ever orb aggressively.
Yeah, but I do agree it's a very strong point of contention where you worry about having just one core. Like you need to do very well.
There's not really that many other options. Unless they go for something completely outside the box, like we used to see OD, but that hero is gone.
No, we're definitely not seeing OD
that hero's
here.
Straight gone now. So I think the Viper and the Puck seem very appropriate to me. Winter. I know you know it. You already know it's gonna be picked, so just say it.
I'm just thinking of what other options they could possibly think of, because those are the obvious options, right?
Yeah, the DP's banned, the Alchemist is banned, which were the other two options.
If you go for, I don't know, I just prefer the Puck more. I just prefer the Puck more.
They were just probably looking and just being like, are we sure? You know, just make sure everything is okay, but yeah.
Double checking. Okay, best draft. We'll start this time at the other end of the panel. Fox?
I personally like Liquid's draft because they have comfort heroes and they have a Phoenix.
Okay, Winter?
I'm actually leaning a bit more towards Alliance, despite liking the Puck last pick, because I think this is what Alliance will excel at, this type of lineup.
That's true.
Their favorite lineup.
Yeah.
Charlie?
I actually kind of like Alliance's lineup as well. I've seen single core Lifestealer fail so many times. I can't get behind. I just can't get behind it. I gotta go with Alliance.
Okay, fine. We do have a favourable view of the draft as far as Alliance are concerned. Can they tie things up? Let's find back as we head back to our commentary desk now with Odie, Pixel and Malini.
Thank you very much, Red Eye. Indeed, here we have a Game 2 now between Alliance and Liquid. Game 1, there was some kind of signs of hope for Alliance. This time round, it does feel like they've got a much more kind of closer to home draft. And we'll see how that pans out as we get ourselves into the match. Game 2, boys and girls. And there we have it, indeed. I mean, Malini, would you agree? I mean, looking at Alliance's lineup, the fact that they've got this time around Slardar being played by Loader, Bulldog, he's going to be on the Nexus Prophet, something needs to be a little bit more comfortable with. I'm going to have a quick run do now. We do just a random Kuroki. Why not? I wish we had Kuroki Cam half of the game because he's a beautiful man. But anyway, here we have it. We're in Alliance's draft against Liquid's drafts. What are your thoughts, man?
I like Alliance's drafts a little bit more, especially compared to last game. The big turning point for me being Bulldog on Nature's Prophet, which he would definitely not be 7th or 8th or wherever he was on net worth, like we saw last game. I actually ran into Heat and Blitz on the way to the bathroom, and they were...
Oh, just now?
I could tell that they were pretty nervous. They're like, whew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They should have been. I mean, it wasn't really clear that Liquid was going to win until last 10-15 minutes, maybe that Roshan fight, but even that was not... It didn't instill a lot of confidence into Liquid.
Oh, look at this. And Matuma, man, he's skilled level 1 open wound. There's no race for this point. He's got AK with the first burden now. Liquid trying to turn around, but the blink out, they're going to be able to escape on the quad. EGM, will he pay with his life? Can they find something in return? Liquid looking for the Rubik with the fairy fire. Can he get himself away? No, EGM will go down. But first blood there for the side of Alliance. But will be able to grab himself the bounty rune still. The bounty rune remains up top as well. Nice opening for Alliance, and having the points in open wounds rather than saving for rage, which may have saved him, or do you think he was dead anyway there, the next?
I mean, he was probably dead, but at least it secured them a kill. Actually, it was pretty close to not getting them a kill. I like how Alliance smoked out at level 1. I think that maybe perhaps the first game they were expecting much more of a fight from Liquid in the early game, but they're like, wow, our early game is actually probably better than Liquid's. Let's try and work that out and get ahead that way. They did end up getting first blood. I would say much better for Alliance. And on top of that, now they have the Nature's Prophet who can rotate much easier than the Slardar and break the lanes apart if Liquid show any signs of weakness.
Now, looking at the lane matchups as well, of course, they've put the Nature's Prophet against the Darks here, and Alliance, they're running this aggressive tri lane against Liquid. I mean, overall, is this favoring Alliance in terms of the laning stage?
When you have a Nature's Prophet, your lanes should always be stronger.
I mean, this happening on the bottom lane, they just get away with a free kill onto the Lifestealer. I mean, he's still level 1, he doesn't have a point in Rage, and Alliance, I mean, if they could just keep tabs on it at this stage of the game, it's going to give them a great opening.
Yeah, they have tons of ways to deal with the Rage from the Lifestealer. The low cast point Rubik lift, which we saw on that kill, and tons of physical damage, more importantly, and things that go through BKB, or Magic Immunity, the amp damage, as well as the Queen of Pain ultimate, and Dazzle Heal Bomb, which owned him that fight.
Yeah, and with a little extra help of the fact that Ake is walking around with Blightstone, you know what I mean? I mean, that with, as you said already, the physical damage they've got.
That helps a lot.
Yeah. The Lifestealer literally reduced to -1 armor with 1 touch from them.
Lifestealers had a pretty good win rate. Ooh, nice dodge by Fada in the mid lane. But Lifestealers had a pretty good win rate, but a lot of times he's just left uncontested, and heroes tend to do well when you just leave him alone in lane for 15-20 minutes. This is one of the few games that have actually seen a Lifestealer get contested this hard in lane.
And they do certainly need to keep the pressure up though onto the Lifestealer, because Matumbaman, nonetheless, he is finding the CS and slightly better downloader at the moment, so regardless of the fact that they were able to take him down. So Alliance, so we want to continue to find these kills, and they might just have it again. Telekinesis in to crush, and Matumbaman, yeah, he's dead, just no save for this boy. Another kill for Alliance onto the Lifestealer, the 3rd death for Matumbaman to this match, and that is not the way you want to be starting your safe lane carry.
I think he probably regrets the Quelling Blade purchase. You really want some sort of armor in this lane. He's sitting at 1 armor. And then after the Blightstone, he's already a negative.
Yeah, it's absolutely destroying him at the moment.
And no points in Rage, but I don't think Rage would have really saved him in the situations. Maybe for Splut. But he needs a ROP.
Maybe level 3 now of a skill point in each. He'll have a bit of a better chance, but he's got to be so careful. I mean, every time the EGM gets the opening to find the telekinesis, they're always going to have the crush follow-up. Jerax and Croaky a little bit closer now in terms of just babysitting this Lifestealer, making sure nothing else happens to Matumbaman. This is just a full priority on making sure that Matumbaman can find the CS.
And as Phoenix, you don't really want to be sitting in lane on a 3-on-3 situation. Yeah. This is one of Phoenix's weaknesses too. His early laning phase is not that strong. He has not skilled Sunray yet, but he really needs more levels. And they're splitting through ways. They don't have a choice though. It's not like they can go jungle, but he's going to die.
Okay, look at this split from the pack. EGM and Loader will come across. Can they save Ake on the Dazzle? Matumbaman raging up. He's looking to find the kill onto Ake. Can he do it? He will. He'll get Ake. Now the question is, can they find themselves anything more? Alliance to be able to turn this one around. EGM falling low. This could be the fight that Liquid were looking to take. Chasing down EGM. Matumbaman, can he find it? Load on the side, crushing up onto the Vengeful Spirit. Matumbaman, he's still chasing. I mean, EGM is giving a right little walk around the jungle. At the same time, around the rune spot, eyes onto Fada, but he'll be fine with the haste. EGM, he's still running. Run, Rubik, run. Matumbaman and Jerax. A lot of time and space being created here by EGM. I don't know if he can actually survive this one, and it looks like he won't. Matumbaman, he's not even going to get the kill. Jerax will find it, but EGM nonetheless making them work for that one. But Alliance, a little bit crumbling there in the bottom lane after that bit of an engagement.
I think they expected an MP to TP much earlier than he did. And there's no points in vacuum. There's no way Darkseer could have interrupted that TP, but this is not that easy of a lane for the Nature's Prophet, and probably focusing maybe a little bit too much on CS rather than helping his team out. It's a very precarious position when you're off lane tri-lane.
There's mid lane as well. A little bit of a looking onto S4. There's a rotation coming through from Kuroki on the Vengeful Spirit. Just seeing if they can get the opening. But S4, I think it's safe for the time being. Bottom lane reaching in, trying to go for a kill onto Matumbaman. Follow-up crushes there, but now with the rage, Matumbaman, he certainly is in a safer position. Does have a much better chance of escaping the aggression of Alliance.
They really need to watch out for Puck TP. Is that a TP that we see on the chicken coming out? Like, once that happens, it's going to be really bad for them. Even if MP TPs in, they could lose 3 or 4 heroes. And similarly, if Quap TPs in, Liquid have to be scared of losing that T1 tower.
One lane, aggression from Alliance, wrapping around with a heal bomb, and Matumbaman, Sunray won't keep him alive with Jerax. They'll find one. And Alliance looking forward to moving in for a second. Sprinting forward, pairs the crush in Alliance. They'll take down Jerax as well. This time, no savior for them at the bottom. They realize that the Kuroki's are elsewhere on the map. They've got the numbers advantage, and they punish it as hard as they can.
Man, that's ridiculous how many times Matuma Man has died.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I can't remember the last time he's had an opening like this. You know, normally this man, very reliable start, has got the strong support backup. But this time Alliance, they're not messing. They're putting all their attentions into shutting down this life stealer.
And finally Fada has a TP and a regeneration rune, so he can do a lot of damage once he comes in.
Oh, look at this is why S4's come down. He's got a Sonic Wave. If Matuma Man goes down again, he is coming back across into the lane. He's being a little bit tentative about this.
They need Fada here.
Yeah, Liquid needs something extra. Loader's moving in, looking to set up a crush onto Jax, but he escapes with the Icarus dive, and I believe Liquid won't lose anything. Well, they will lose a tower. They're not going to lose any of their lives. Still hanging around, but yeah, as you said, Fata just doesn't seem to want to attend these fights at this point. And this is going to let Alliance get away with these kind of plays. Free tower in the bank. S4 will simply just return back towards the mid lane.
Well, let's see, Lodo's point time is still going to be pretty darn good, unless this happens.
Let's go cast his curse back.
Yeah, that was fast.
Let's see if they can't get EGM of those, or EGM will be able to get himself back up. But yeah, Loader a little bit lapse, hanging around there for a little too long. This is, of course, the top lane. I mean, as you said earlier, Bulldog a little bit hesitant at joining the fights. I mean, he is enjoying the fact that he's getting free farm, but then again, so is the Darkseer. As we can see, both Mind Control and Bulldog at the top of the CS at the moment. So both of these heroes are going to get a serious amount of farm. It's just going to be interesting to see who can do more of it. Bottom lane, we might see something happen yet again. Going in, Loader, but sprinting back out.
They have NP ultimate this time.
If EGM can get a telekinesis into Loader's crush, they can certainly have an attempt at it, but there are 3 members of Liquid down here. Again, just trying to do the best they can to provide that support. And Matuma Man, he's looking for the rune snipe. Is it going to happen? S4 though, magic missile. So be careful, back up from Ake, turns around with the Sonic Wave in a hole with the ult as well for Bulldog. Alliance, they'll find one at S4. Can he do it? One more dodge and the dagger will find it. Double kill for S4. Fantastic Sonic Wave backed up by a perfect Nature's Wrath from Bulldog, and 2 kills for Alliance and 2 for that quad.
Yeah, I guess Admiral Bulldog doesn't really need a come to fight to win.
He just pops the ult.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's certainly working out. 8 for 4 Alliance. It's a strong start, but then again, I remember in game 1 they did have a strong start. It was just in the mid game where Liquid are able to play the fights a little bit more sensible than the side of Alliance. We'll see if Alliance will learn from the mistakes in game 1 at mid lane. Liquid jumping forward onto S4. EGM is going to come in as well. The Coil only catching EGM as well, so Fada not quite being able to clip S4. The Sunray nearly burning down the quad. He will get himself away, Fada. He's got all of himself out. Aki's tried to come into help the side out. Will crave himself. S4 actually ends up killing the puck there with the dagger poison. Because he's going to Liquid find something in return. They'll get the dazzle. But S4, he'll be very happy with that one, being able to find the kill onto the puck. Only losing a support on Alliance. Again, it's a favourable trade here for the Swedes.
And didn't end up catching S4 with that coil. They want. I think
they would have got the kill as well if they'd gone. Yeah.
Would have been nailed by the Sunray. And looks like Admiral Bulldog trying to make up for last game's lack of farm with the head of Midas.
Yeah, he is just going full farm mode.
Number 1.
9.5 minute Midas on top of the phase boots. And as you said, already we're seeing how much you can do with the burst damage of the ult. If Alliance can find the follow through from S4 with the Sonic Wave.
And Puck had a lot of time in middle that whole time that they were pushing down the bottom lane, and after taking that dive, his Blink Dagger is not going to be very timely.
Let's see if they're able to find anything. They've got the Dream Coil back up in 5 seconds, and Kuroki will be there with the backup. Maybe at least they can find EGM, but at the same time, they probably don't want to commit too much to just killing a Rubik. EGM just finding the lane free so he can get himself towards that level 6, which he is very close to.
This top lane is like the most peaceful one-on-one.
It really is. I mean, Bulldog and Mike are having a lovely time up there. Just casually, just trading CS. It's as you said, no one else I believe at all has headed up to this area of the map yet.
Yeah. Very even in terms of farm too. Pretty much just that Midas putting Bulldog slightly ahead of Mind Control. I'm also seeing a lot of moondrops.
Moondrops?
Raindrops.
Raindrops.
5
moondrops.
I got like infused.
New item.
Infused moon shard, infused moonstone. I always get that name wrong.
Mid lane. Look, this stuff. Oh, EGM. He's a bit of a player there with the stolen phase shift. He's making the kill a little bit trickier. Oh, he might just live as well. In that case, great. EGM. The stolen phase shift is the backup from Ake. EGM lives. An Alliance. I lose nothing. A Liquid, they find nothing with the use of the Dream Core there and the outplay of EGM. Very nice.
Paying off.
Absolutely, he's going to pick up a smoke as well. So the main look for a bit of a play. Top lane, mind control. Needs to be careful. Bulldog can't quite get the range for the Sprout, so it looks like he'll find him. He did still have the vacuum anyway, so would have been a hard kill to get. S4, silenced up. Bardo won't jump in though. Aware that S4 does have the Sonic Wave back online, so there could be the potential for a turnaround. But all things said and done, it certainly is a strong start for Alliance, and unlike it kind of in game 1 where you did have Matuma farming nicely, he did fall behind because of that early laning stage. So Liquid, they've certainly got a few gaps to close this game.
I think they have to be really worried about Bulldog TPing in. He's just been contributing its ultimate to these fights. I guess similarly they have to worry about Darkseer maybe coming in with his mech, which is just recently completed, but I think the threat from Nature's Prophet is going to be really big, especially when they're eyeing this T1 in the mid lane. Matuma Man making up for his early farm, just parked down on bottom lane, working towards the armlet. Pretty good armlet game. Armor is especially useful versus the Dazzle and the Slardar, and no real percentage-based spells to chop through that remaining bit of HP.
Just going to play around with this. I wonder if they're going to try anything with a Nature's Wrap or maybe MP's TP in. Oh, here we have it, S4. Just getting himself out of this one. Jarek, the Sunrat. It's not going to help him get that one. Now he goes. S4 continuing to play the game as safe as he can. Mid lane EGM, you know, got a fair few levels. Now level 7 on the Rubik.
You're not right.
So we've seen so far EGM make some pretty nice plays. He's 3-2 for 4. His kill involvement's been very high in this early game. So a lot's been down to the Rubik, and you kind of start to see why Alliance feel confident enough to draft Rubik for themselves as a first pick against certain lineups.
So it looks like Alliance is going to have a bit of a lull in the action. I guess they have the smoke, but Vanguard up on Loda is not going to make the jump very easy, and of course the Midas up on Bulldog. They're not quite well equipped to fight, but with superior positioning, anything can happen.
They also used the scan there just to see if the Lifestealer was round by the smaller camp. It's not going to be the case. We'll see how far Alliance wants to rotate round. They've got this wall down. They know Matuma Man and Jarek are here. Let's see what kind of.
But without a blink,
it's a hard job.
They need to lift from EGM.
Yeah, there's no lead in there. And talking about blinks, Sparta's now got his done on the puck. So Liquid themselves could look to try and kick off the action. But yeah, Alliance realizing they're not going to find anything here, and in that sense, they do need to be careful. Yeah, TPing into the mid lane, 3 members of Liquid.
I wonder why he infested that Satyr. I guess he sensed some danger and wanted to scout around, but if Fada had communicated with him, it might have been better for him to pop inside the puck and get a kill with a blink dagger. However, Alliance have set up really good vision on that mid and bottom side of the map, although some wards are being taken down in the process.
Looks like, for the time being on the top lane, that kind of 1v1 is going to be turned into a 2v1 as S4 is coming across. Mind Control has now used the Surge.
They can't really stop him from meching and TPing.
I was going to say, yeah, they've not got enough burst really to kill this man. They can have an attempt at it. I mean, S4, he's still searching for the Darkseer in the tree line. But again, this may be wasted time here for Alliance. As it is, as you said, a hard kill. There's also going to be Fada coming across as well, so this could actually turn into a bit of a rocky situation for Alliance if the puck gets here in time, and well, now we'll see it. Mind Control, going to start to moving on to Bulldog, but he's not going to be able to TP out of this one. The backup's there from Jarek as well, and Bulldog, not a hope in hell, he's gone. S4 will blow the Sonic Wave to take down the Phoenix in return, but still nonetheless not a trade that Alliance will be happy with. It's hanging around a little bit too long, and now Alliance and maybe something else. Matuma Kuroki looking for Ake, and imagining himself perfectly timed to make sure that Ake can't get the Shallow Grave cast animation off. And EGM, he's in trouble as well. It's going to be another one for Liquid, and just like that, kind of akin to game 1, this portion where Alliance just make mistakes, and Liquid, they're just so quick to punish it. Finding 3 easy kills, a double kill for the Lifestealer. A very nice trade there for the side.
Yeah, that's all mind control with his positioning. Yeah. It's just dodge S4 for so long and about Spada time to run up there. And an unusual build from Nature's Prophet with the 4 staff and a Midas. He's still not really in fighting condition. the trend was to build phase drums when NP was popular, but this game, Force Staff, not particularly useful versus things like puck ult, and then you can get swapped back in. I don't know. It seems like he's farmed a lot. He's still number 1 on net worth, but it doesn't feel like he's number 1 on net worth. He still feels like he can get bullied by almost anyone on Liquid's lineup.
Yeah, certainly. And Liquid, they're looking to bully. I mean, they're smoked up. They've got the large bit inside partner straight onto Loader. Loader, not a chance here as they rip through the Slardar. Liquid, can they look for something else here? Mind control, jumping forward. EGM will be quick with the telekinesis, holding him back. Jerix and Matumman still there, and Jerix, he's diving in for this one. He's looking to play around with the Rubik on the sidelines. They're silent stuff. S4, the magic missile as well. S4's gone now with the Dream Core dropped. That in trouble. Will get the Grave Bomb in time. They try and put Supernova on the sidelines. EGM starts to stab away from it, but Mind control with the backing back. They found a third. They're going to get themselves a fourth as well as Spider jumps in, finishes off the Rubik. And Ben, this is looking like a repeat of game 1. It's just this point where Alliance are crumbling and Liquid, they are just, again, just showing the form that we expect them to bring to this tournament.
I think Alliance were too, I want to say, like, safe with their itemization, like the Midas, the Force Staff, and the Vanguard. That's all, like, they still can't fight. They still need a Blink Dagger, they still need a damaged item on the Nature's Prophet, or perhaps even a mech on the side of Alliance. Still waiting for the Orchid on Queen of Pain, which is a more standard build, but they want to farm, but Liquid just looking to fight. They've taken down that top T2, and Alliance have lost any semblance of control that they once had.
Let's see what the next bit of game plan is here for the side as well. Alliance, look, do you clear out? I mean, as you said, is it just for them? They've got to kind of hold their horses and just get those big items on before they can afford to take a fight. Because at this stage, as we're seeing, Liquid, they just have the better tools against it.
Like Quap is very close to her Orchid. It's Slara Blink Dagger, so they don't have to wait that long. But they've given up a lot of ground just waiting for that. Like the Midas investment, you know, hasn't paid off because they just got crushed for the past couple.
Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing. Uproot and after them. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. With Dire's bottom tower is taking a beating. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's been fortificated. Don't waste your time. With Dire's bottom tower is taking a beating. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Here, Radiant's been fortified. No, mate, don't waste your time. Tower is under attack.
Wait.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Roots and run. That Dire team, they don't muck about.
No.
Yep. Quit. Look.
Killing spree. Triple kill. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Wait.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant forts have been fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is double kill.
Strange. Transformation. Exquisite agony.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower ain't radiating no more. I'll vouch for that, you know what I mean?
A gift from the goddess.
Here.
Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing.
Yeah.
Look, the Dire's top tower is under attack.
You can. They.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures, they're fortified. The Radiant's bottom tower is fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yep. He's back.
Mega kill, double kill.
Sick.
If
Dominating.
Jack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Silence.
Luck.
Pull roots and run. With me. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Then
Hit.
We see you.
Kill off.
Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's been fortified. No, mate, don't waste your time. Dominating. Mega kill. Double kill. Tower is taking a drubbing. You let your guard down. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower ain't radiating no more. I'll vouch for that, you know what I mean? Radiant's middle barracks have fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks have fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Invisibility. Behold, silence.
Haste. Pull roots and run. The sacred grove awaits.
Okay.
Marshal has fallen to the Radiant.
This
Mega kill. Double kill.
I'm sorry. Did you say stop?
Bastards. I know my enemy as I know myself.
Silence. Great silence.
Radiant's been fortificated. Don't waste your time. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks have fallen.
Left.
Radiant's top barracks have fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
any
But Radiant's bottom tower
but
has fallen. Wicked sick. Monster kill. Double kill. Killing spree. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen.